Welcome to Soul Infused Monday. Welcome here on Facebook, here on Instagram. And I know it always takes a moment. So if you are already watching live, go and grab something to write, remove any distractions. If you are watching the replay, go and get something to write, remove all your distractions. It's the same thing. Energy doesn't know any space or time. So if you're watching actually the replay, it is the same thing energetically as if you would be live. It's not quite the same, but it's very much the same energy. So, and take a moment to leave a comment below if you're here right now live and say hello. And of course, if you're on the replay as well, because I always love to go back and know that you've been here on the show. It's going to be a great show today. I'm super excited. And I have some really, really great announcements. Some good stuff is coming up. That's why you want to grab a pen and a paper to make some notes so that you don't miss out on anything. And the topic of today is the art of saying no. It's about really how to say no in a way that supports you and empowers the others. And it goes very much along about the whole topic about setting boundaries. And it's such a crucial and important topic. And I'm going to dive into it in just a minute. So I'm going to take a few more seconds and see who is here live. Hi, Ida. Hi, Emily. Hi, Emily. So good to see you. And invite someone that you know struggles with boundaries. If you know anyone who has a hard time saying no, is more on the pleaser side, put themselves never in the first place. So tag them, share it on their wall, invite them, join Soul Infused Monday together. Okay, great. And also let me know if you hear and see me clearly. I had some issues today. I don't know if it was me or it was the other person. So let me know if you see and hear me clearly, and we dive into it in just a moment. Hi, Darlene, you're live, fantastic. Wow, saying no, great topic. Yes, awesome topic. Love that you love the topic. And if you're new to me and my show, my name is Sonia Bueno de la Torre, and I'm here to help you shift your energy, set your soul free so that you live the life you truly desire. Okay, sound and pictures fine. Thank you, Emily, for letting me know. So, and I sent an email out to my list, and if you're actually not on my email list and you would like to get my emails, please send me a message or leave a comment below so that I can add you so you don't miss out on other really great things in between the Soul Infused Monday show. And in my Soul Infused Live group program, okay, you know what? As I'm always so transparent, let's take a moment to breathe, because I chose to deal with something just before the show that I hadn't planned on, that wasn't in my calendar. So my energy is actually a little bit frazzled. So, and maybe you have a moment where, lots is going on and you want to use a moment with me to get grounded. So I'm going to actually start the show by grounding myself and getting more centered, and I'm going to teach it to you right away so that you can do it with me. Does that sound like a good deal? Okay, I'm just assuming you said yes. So we start by taking a nice deep breath. And it doesn't even matter if you're frazzled right now or if you're overwhelmed or if something else is going on. This is a great thing to do anytime and anywhere. So take a nice deep breath with me. What I generally do, I take like 2 or 3 deep breaths, and with the breath, relax your body. Even just to breathe and slow down helps to bring your energy back in. And if you're new to energy or if you're not as skillful yet with it, just imagine that you bring your energy back in. Feel where you sit or stand. You can even close your eyes for a moment if it helps you to fully ground and to fully be present. And set the intention to be fully present right now, right here. And then take another breath. And now also relax the shoulders, sit up straight, become into vertical alignment. And I teach a lot about energy, and I had this summer program called Soul Infused Summer, where I teach this more in depth. It's a 10-day program that you can check out if you want to know more about how energy works. Good. Well, thank you for joining me into this. So now I can be more present. I can slow down so that I can use the words properly. The art of saying no, and some really great announcements today. So in my Soul Infused Live group program and community, I had something happened last week that I thought was so valuable in so many ways, and so many of you struggle with boundaries, saying no, feeling guilty when saying no. There's so much around this, and I'm also only going to scratch the surface here today, and I want to bring across one point. And I will dive deeper into this definitely over the next couple of weeks. And if you're just joining in, grab a pen and a paper, because I have some really, really, really cool announcements that you do not want to miss, especially for the holidays that are coming up. The end of the year is coming up. The new year is already knocking on the door. So you really, really want to get notified about these things. So one of my participants in the group, I had like a thing that I do sometimes in my groups is that I assign accountability buddies, or I let them choose accountability buddy. And why I do that is because it's something to support each other. It's something that I teach in the group. And so in that moment when I said, okay, choose an accountability buddy, one of the people reached out to one of the participants, but she had already an accountability buddy. So she said no to that person. And then I spoke to her afterwards, and she shared with me, oh my God, she felt so bad that she had to say no to this person. And I asked her, well, why were you feeling so bad about it? And there were two different things. And I want to ask you, do you sometimes feel bad when you say no to someone? And if so, why is that? So tune in while I share the story, because it's super valuable for everyone. So I asked her, okay, why did you feel bad about saying no when she asked you if you would be her accountability buddy? Because you already had a buddy. It's not that you trying to be mean or rejecting her personally. You were already with someone else. And then she said, well, first of all, she just felt bad because she didn't want to hurt her feelings. And also then she was afraid that she wouldn't get another accountability buddy. So, okay, that's interesting. And I use that because anything that gets triggered, and that's why a community work and a group work and being in a community is so incredibly valuable, because stuff gets triggered for all of us. And then in that, I help them to heal and transform that, right? So in that case, she felt bad. It triggered something from her own life, her childhood, and the experience or the fear that if you say no, that someone will get upset and feel rejected, and therefore they will either withdraw their love or they will punish. There are a lot of different variations of this. And so we were looking deeper into what was her own issue with that, feeling so bad about saying no. And it's very common in women, by the way. Men have that too, but I see this over and over in women. And I was one of them too, by the way. I struggled big time with saying no. And so I really feel with everyone who's still struggling with that. The other piece, and that's the piece that I want to point out today, because the art of saying no is not only for yourself, there's also something that actually benefits the other person. And I'm going to dive into that in just a minute. The other piece of first, like, oh, I didn't want to hurt her feelings was one thing. I was afraid of hurting her feelings. And then what if she doesn't find another partner? So first of all, if someone gets hurt, you don't hurt their feelings. And that's a really important thing to understand. And of course, there's a lot of resistance around it because they go, oh yeah, I did hurt them by saying something. And there's a huge difference between sitting there and saying to someone, oh my God, I don't like you. I don't want to be your partner. You're horrible. you know, that's something that's really not supportive. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about you saying no because you're not available for whatever reason. So therefore, when you say no, you don't hurt the other person. That person might get triggered. And that trigger point is a great opportunity for that other person to tune in. Why is this triggering me if someone says no to me? So there are opportunities on both sides. And this little thing opened up for the both something to dig deeper and to heal. So I always say life happens for you. So if you do feel bad when you say no, or if you do feel bad when you receive a no, it's a great opportunity to look deeper. So what's actually going on in me? Because the question is, do you want to live like that? That you always are afraid and then you always feel bad when you say no? Or God forbid, you don't know how to handle it when someone says no to you. Does that make sense? Does this resonate? Is this a topic that resonates with you? Leave a comment below, let me know. And I'm gonna check in here also if you have specific questions. Hi Karen, Linda is here, Alyssa is here, hey! Jody's here, fantastic. Lots of great people. Mary, my community is the most beautiful community in the world. Okay, good. So let me know if this topic is a good topic for you. Yes, this is an opportunity to check in with yourself. Exactly. And I'm gonna check your comments in a second as well. It's an opportunity for you to to check in with you. What is coming up for healing? What's an opportunity? And then you either work it through with your healer, coach, mentor, or in the group. So that's what we do in the Soul Infused Life group also as well. We trigger each other's stuff. And that's fantastic. That's a good thing. Being triggered is nothing bad. It's only bad. I wouldn't even say it's bad. But it's only bad if you don't do anything with it and you stay stuck with it and you just get triggered and triggered and triggered and triggered for the rest of your life. And so when you say no, and of course you have your own version of your own story, of your own childhood background, of your own conditioning about what happened to you when you were a child and you were learning how to say no, that we usually don't learn how to say no, and we learn very soon to be nice. And when we are nice is when we get approval, and when we say no, or we are angry or do something that doesn't please the outside, we don't get such a great response. So we internalize unconsciously and energetically that saying no is not safe, is not good, doesn't feel good, and we become a pleaser. So the one piece that I want to emphasize today is that if you put it, set aside your own stuff for a moment and we look at the other person. One of the things that I keep hearing, and I was one of them too, over and over again when it comes to boundaries, saying no, is that I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Who here has ever thought or said that? When they said, ooh, I actually want to say no, but I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to hurt his feelings. And so you rather don't want to say no. Who in here has ever said that, thought that? And unless you lived in a different planet so far, I would say you did too. But let me know. And if this is resonating with you, by the way, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the love button, because then I see I am actually making a difference here for you guys. Okay. And Darlene is saying, yes, often I feel bad saying no. Sometimes because of letting someone down or not being able to do it all. I think you guys resonate with that. I also have an old pattern of not wanting to be told no. Yes, Darlene, that's great that that came up for you. Therefore, for me, asking for help is a real stretch. Great. Awesome. What an amazing opportunity to look into this and work through that. And I'm sure that a lot of people resonate with Darlene here. And Linda saying, I said that too many times. Yeah, I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to hurt them feelings. Yes, I definitely use it to be like that, Karen. Yes, thank you for sharing. Sharing, for being honest and authentic, because that's what this is all about. And again, I don't think it's even necessary to say it, but it's not about hurting people's feeling on purpose or doing something. It's about you have something that you might not want to do. It's not in alignment with who you are. And you still choose to say yes to it because you are afraid of hurting someone's feelings. So, and often you choose to hurt your own feelings to avoid hurting other people's feelings. Just to be clear with that. Every time you say yes to something that everything in you says actually no, you choose to hurt your own feelings. And there's no shame or judgment around it. It's about awareness. That's only one piece. So be very aware that you rather hurt your own feelings than risking to hurt someone else's feelings, even though you don't even know if you're gonna hurt their feelings. And that's what I'm gonna into. You don't hurt someone's feelings. They might get triggered. They might not. Don't assume because you don't know. And it's all about you and it's never about the other person. So, and some people have a hard time swallowing this when I share these, but when we say, I don't want to hurt their feelings, I want to protect them, it's not the case. You want to protect yourself because you don't want to deal with their reactions. Big difference. And I know this because I was the biggest people pleaser. I was always extremely afraid of saying no, of being rejected. Crushed me every time I got rejected in the past. Like, it's incredible. So I'm with you. There's no judgment or shame whatsoever in this. It's about being aware and you being able to work through this so that you become free. When you say, I don't want to hurt their feelings, what you're saying is like, I'm afraid of the reaction. And because I want to avoid feeling what might come up for me, I rather not say anything. Who resonates with this? Who gets this? Who can honestly admit, yeah, that's actually true. I don't want to hurt their feelings, and that's true because you care about them. However, ultimately, it's the fear of dealing with their reaction. Who would agree? And let me check here. Yes, I'm afraid of abandonment deep down. Yes, Alyssa, absolutely. I totally relate. I can, yeah. So tune in with that. So first of all, you're making it about them, even though it's still your own issue. So you get to work on your own issue. And second of all, and that's the point that I really want to make, and that made such a difference for that participant in my group when I shared the other side, that shift in her made a huge difference for her. So I would say, okay, so when you say, I don't want to hurt her feelings, what if she doesn't get another partner? We actually put that other person into a victim state, into a state of not being capable of dealing with it or doing something with it. So you're taking responsibility for something that's not yours. So not only are you harming yourself by saying yes to something that is deeply a no, and I'm again, for those who, oh, you know, there are always people jumping into things, and I don't want you to just agree with everything I say. This is my opinion in this very moment. You can make a conscious choice to say yes, even though sometimes you don't want to do it. That's a totally different story. It's a conscious choice and you do it out of freedom and not out of conditioning and fear. Totally different story. When you say no and you stand in your power and you live from alignment, you actually put the other person into the energy of you are capable as well. You empower that person, knowing that whatever comes up for them, they will be able to handle this, versus putting them in the energy of poor person, she cannot handle it. Huge difference. So when I shared that with her, she said like, oh my God, I've never even looked at it that way. I never even thought about it. I was so busy with feeling bad. Does that make sense, guys? Tell me, speak to me, leave me comments. I really want to know if I'm getting this across in a clear way, because it's super, super important. Then Carrie says, exactly. Okay, and Darlene is saying, yes, afraid of the fallout of saying no. Yes, thank you for admitting that. And that's your work that you get to do, and you're working with me, so you're covered. Linda says, yes, it always comes back to my fear. Yes, it really is about empowering yourself and empowering others. So the other part is saying, no, it's not only you feeling that you can handle it, because you can. And if you feel at the moment you're not able to, as you get to do some more work. You get to do the work. The work is that you get to do, period. It's not gonna fall from the sky. It's not a magical pill that you're gonna take. There's not this one magical session from this amazing guru around the corner. And I know some people don't like me saying these things. And yet, this is who I am. And I am very transparent. You get to do the work. If you want to become free, if you want to feel good about your choices, if you want to feel confident and safe and loving at the same time and owning your power while you support others in the journey, you get to do the work. And that's beautiful, because what a privilege, what an honor to keep growing in this lifetime. And I think it's the most important contribution to this world, is the most important investment in you. So if you still have the mindset of, oh my God, I have done so much work, and oh my God, do I have to still do more work? Drop it. Love it, embrace it. Keep growing, keep expanding it. Bring joy into your life. Okay. And yes, and Alyssa is saying, always enabling my mom. Great, great to admitting it as well. Thank you for sharing. So next time someone asks you something, or you feel like you feel under pressure of doing, no one pressures you. It's your choice, always. I want to make that very clear. It's your choice, always. You don't have to. You choose to out of your circumstances. Sometimes it's not something that you really want to do, but you choose to do it because it's still better than the other options, for example. But next time somebody asks you something and it's a no. A simple no, a difficult no, a challenging no, a loving no, whatever no it is. Check in first and admit to you, this is a no for me. You take a nice deep breath. And saying no to this on the outside right now is saying yes to me. And then remind yourself and say to yourself, me saying no is empowering the other person as well. Don't put them into a victim energy or pity energy. Don't pity them as if they weren't capable, because that's how our inner child feels inside. That's how we all grew up. That's how we all walk around with these wounds of unworthiness, of not being good enough, fear. And I get to face that myself every time I grow. Don't think that's gonna end miraculously unless you stop growing and you hide in a cave. I don't want to hide in a cave. Sometimes I do want to hide in a cave, and that's fine too. However, in general, you're making a contribution and you are empowering even someone else when you empower yourself. Okay. Woof, I was so adamant about this. I was so passionate about it. Time flew by. Okay, and I haven't even made my announcements yet. Okay, stay in here for another few minutes. Stay on here. If you have a question, please leave a comment below. And if I don't get to answer it right now live, I will. Okay, and while you post comments, feedback, questions, what is your opinion? What is your experience? Let me know. Announcements. So Thanksgiving is next week. Black Friday is next week. I find these 2 days particularly interesting. Thanksgiving, in a sense, is that a lot of people really only use that day to be grateful. And I want to encourage you to be grateful every day. Imagine every day is Thanksgiving. Imagine every day is the holiday Thanksgiving. So having said that, next week is not only Thanksgiving, it's also Black Friday. And I want to talk about this for a second because if you have followed me for a while, you know I'm very mindful with words and language. Black Friday has never resonated with me. I've always resisted doing anything on Black Friday. I did it maybe 2 or 3 times, and I kind of felt like I should, because every business owner has a Black Friday offer. So in a sense, you know, I get to deal with that stuff too. So in a sense, I was like, well, let me try it out. Everybody does it. It's good to do it. And yet, it was not in alignment. So I've not been doing Black Friday offers in my business very much. So what I'm gonna do instead, because Black Friday, even the energy, do you feel the energy? Black Friday, it's heavy, it's dark, ooh, it feels like, oh my God, I'm going to hell. I'm gonna give you a Bright Monday special next week. I have something really, really cool for you, super, super cool, that's gonna help you to skyrocket your new year in a different way, to something different, to something more soul infused. And I'm gonna share that with you next Monday on Soul Infused Monday, and it's gonna be a Bright Monday special. So this is one announcement. So make a note, write it down. Next Monday, you wanna be live or watch the replay the same day so that you really get to know about this incredible Bright Monday, super no-brainer, awesome thing that I have for you. And again, something as well. I decided to support you before the holidays in a very great way, because I know that a lot of you guys struggle with the holidays. It's a very stressful time of the year. Even though it's a very joyful time of the year in many ways, it's also a very stressful time of the year. Family dynamics, gifts, time, a lot to do. Like there's a lot of pressure collectively, a lot of stress, sadness comes up, loneliness comes up. There's so much going on over the holidays, and I want you to have a different holiday season this year and a different end of the year. So do not wait until New Year's for your New Year's resolutions and to start a new thing. No. You can do that this year. So I've decided to do a very special soul-infused holidays special from the 10th of December to the 21st of December. Write it down. Monday the 10th of December till 21st of December. I'm gonna be here live with you every single day, Monday to Friday, at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time, for a Soul Infused Holidays special edition, where I'm gonna help you how to deal with the holidays in a different way, how to deal with the difficult family members, how to stay relaxed, how to stay joyful, how to connect and use these holidays for the best holidays you have ever had, and how you can stay connected, be in alignment with your soul, and finish this year in an incredible way. And this doesn't even matter if you are religious, if you are celebrating the holidays, it does not matter. I personally don't celebrate Christmas in the traditional way. And yet I'm doing this for you, with me, because I know it's gonna be super, super, super beneficial and helpful. Okay, so I know I've overextended a little bit today, but I want to know, what do you think about this? Are you excited? Do you want me to do this? So let me know about what you think about the Bright Monday special and about the Soul Infused Holidays. Are you in? Are you going to join? Are you going to make these holidays, these end of the year, different? Different in a way, more soul aligned, more in alignment with who you are, with who you want to be, with what you want to do. And if this is you, say, yes, I'm in. And put it in your calendar. I want you to do this right now. I invite you to do this right now. Set it into your calendar. Monday 21st, no. Monday 10th till 21st, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time, Monday to Friday, every day I will be live here, giving you a chunk, a piece of inspiration and skill for the holidays. Oh, wow, that was a lot. I was so excited. So let me know. Yes, Emily loves it. Thank you. Yes, Darlene is saying, yes, so agree. Right, Black Friday, absolutely. Come back for Monday. You want to have the Bright Monday special. Linda is saying, we don't celebrate Christmas in the traditional way either. Soul Infused Holiday sounds awesome. Yes, no matter how you celebrate them, traditionally, not traditionally, not even putting labels on it. This is going to be valuable for you no matter what. Emily saying same. Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. Bright Monday will be wonderful. I'm all for it. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, fantastic. I can't wait to see you next Monday. Make sure to invite someone. Don't keep it to yourself. Spread the love. Be generous. Share, especially with those that you want to share this more. You know, and the holidays are coming. Maybe you have a family member that you would love to share more about your personal growth, about your spirituality, about your soul. Maybe there's friends that you would love to connect more on that level, but you've been kind of hesitant with it. Don't hesitate. Share it with them. They will make a conscious choice if they will like it or not. But imagine it might change their life and you didn't tell them. Just share it. Let's make the rest of this year the most amazing, magical time and set the tone for what you're going to dive into in the new year. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for Instagram. Have you I saw the question, how do I get out of the mindset that setting boundaries will push people further? I'm already single and the loneliness had sadly made me more passive to things I normally wouldn't accept. Love that question. One quick piece of this, and I can dive into that question another time more in detail. When you set boundaries from an authentic place and a healthy place, people will respect you. I'm single. I'm not because I set boundaries, you know, and it has nothing to do with you being single. Setting boundaries means you are in alignment. And when you are truly in alignment and you resonate that from your being and you are authentic and you're confident and you feel worthy and you set a boundary, people will respect you more than when you say yes to everything. Especially men, by the way, just saying that out there, you know. And if you want to know more about this, please send me a private message. I'm happy to give you some more insights for you personally. Okay, I'm gonna jump off and I see you on Monday. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday. Love you guys, appreciate you, and can't wait for the Soul Infused holidays. Bye-bye.